What's up, YouTube? It's the Mudface. Let's get the housekeeping out of the way. Please like and subscribe. Comment. Yeah, this one might get a little unhinged. So, for the YouTube overlords, do not break the law and go tell your local, state, and federal officials that the Mudface told you to break the law, because this is the Mudface telling you not to break the law. If you need medical gear, first aid kits, the best on planet Earth. We're not talking boo-boo kits, though they can do that too. But genuine first aid kits, like, one moment, my everyday carry slick kit. And that's probably backwards to you, but go to refugemedical.com in the link in my description. Purchase your slick kit, sexy legs in khakis. When it comes to the checkout page, use that little coupon code box and enter Mudface in all caps. Yell Mudface into that code box. Get yourself 10% off. And while you're at it, you'll be helping restore kiddos who've been trafficked via Caleb House. www.caleb with a K, house.org. So, I'm getting real tired of the lack of accountability of people in this world. The people who are always looking for some excuse as to why the rules don't apply to them, or why they need some extra special help. It's bullshit. And I deal with it every day. Case in point today. As I've said, I work in a retail environment selling home improvements, doors, windows, lumber, decking. The company I work for actually does installation of doors and windows. I sold some windows to a customer whom I had previously worked with. And even though I know my routine, when we went over what she was purchasing, I pointed out that the windows had a certain feature. After the windows were installed, all of a sudden that feature is not good enough. They want the upgrade feature, but are saying that I didn't offer it. Well, I did. And on every order, we go through each line on the order, and then the customer signs off on it. And that signature says that you acknowledge that you are receiving the items you are going to receive. So don't come crying to me after you've received it and you didn't receive what you maybe thought after the fact that you should get. If I'm selling a door, we're going to go over inside color, outside color. Which way is this door going to swing? The color of the aluminum wrap on the frame. What kind of glass you want. Is that going to be double pane? Is it going to be triple pane? Is there decorative glass? Is there grids? This isn't my door. I don't know what you want. My job would be a hell of a lot easier if I just told everybody, this is the door you're getting. These are the windows you're getting. But no, I have to follow what these customers are looking for. But it's not my fault. He didn't tell me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. And if I didn't, you had access to all the documents as I presented them to you while we were making the transaction. Or people I work with when they make a mistake. Well, that's not my fault. Somebody got in my computer. They made changes. Did they? Did they now? We don't even know your password. But outside of work, society as a whole has a real accountability problem. Everybody is looking for that victim mentality. If you're a victim, you get sympathy. If you get sympathy, you get handouts. I don't know why somebody won't hire me. I don't know, maybe it's because you got tattoos all over your face and 54 fucking steel bars in your nose. Real professional. I don't know why they won't take me seriously. I don't know, maybe that's because every time the news tells you you should feel something about something, you change to match it. They didn't tell me that this shot was going to make me sick. They didn't tell you it wasn't going to make you sick. You didn't do your own research, you relied on the news. My people have been oppressed for centuries. Whoop-de-fucking-do. So have mine. I'm Irish. Mine have been oppressed on the Irish side for as long. I'm part German. What do you think happened to the German Americans after World War II? My grandmother was Jewish. She was in a concentration camp. Let's talk about oppression. Oh, no. It only works because of color skin. Oh. Well, where's your family from? How far back? My family has only been in the United States. Let's see. On my grandfather's side, 1880. That's post-Civil War for you morons. On my grandmother's side, she was still in Europe in World War II, in Ravensbrück. Camp for women. Sorry, got goats doing goat things. Let's see. On my father's side, I don't know a whole lot. But I have kind of pieced together the fact that he was Native American. And, well, let's see. What happened to the Native Americans? Nah, there's no oppression there. But you don't see no whine-ass, crying-ass bitching from me. I need disability because I'm clinically depressed. Bitch, I've been depressed. How many stints have you done in a psych ward for suicide attempts? 2 here. 15 Darvested on a park bench before I was hauled off by the ambulance. Oh, and the attempted carbon monoxide poisoning before I was hauled off in an ambulance. If you're going to use depression as an excuse, don't talk about it, be about it. Do something. I chose to be busy, to work, Not just at my job, but here on the homestead. One of my gaggle of cats here just walked up. Hi, Red. I had a hard childhood and I was bullied and I was abused. Bitch, you don't know what abuse is. You name the abuse, I've been subjected to it. And I'm not saying it's right. But you can rise above. You're only a victim of your mentality. If you choose to be a victim, you will be a victim. I don't have to choose to accept your victimhood because it's in your head. I can't find a significant other. Well, that's because you're pretending to be the opposite sex, saying that you're something you're not. You can't be a pretend woman and think that some lesbian's going to like you because you still have a penis. Accountability. Being taught consequences for actions. Our generation screwed that up. And I know why. The boomers, they screwed up with raising Generation X. Both parents at work, as children we were either watched by the television and the video games, or we were out playing until the streetlights came on and with no supervision. Thought our parents didn't really love us. So we tried to overcompensate and helicopter parent our children. Well, maybe some of us did. But then they stepped in and they ruined the family unit. They broke us up. So now these children are growing up without that male role model. For boys, that's important. They need a man to teach them how to be a man. For girls, they need a man to show them what a man's supposed to be. We need to bring back discipline. Corporal punishment teaches consequences. Now, I'm not saying that we need to abuse our children physically to the point of broken bones and bruises that last for days. We don't need to be beating them with barbecue spatulas and studded dog collars and horse crops and 2x4s and baseball bats and broomsticks, chucking rocks at them. Yeah, I'm talking to you, Dad. I'm talking to you, Mom. You facilitated that bullshit. But a swift swat upon the ass when a child has misbehaved to a certain point goes a lot further than, I'm going to take your Xbox, but your PlayStation and your computer are still there, so what kind of punishment is it really? We need to bring back accountability. We need to bring back consequences for actions, or this country is doomed. And I'm going to say that we most likely, once Generation X, the generation that actually screwed it all up, which I'm a part of, once Generation X is gone, this country's gone. Chicken's doing chicken things. Probably teaching consequences. Children need to know the value of hard work and earning what they get and following the rules. It's the Mudface. Get what you need.